girls.
Stand up, stand up, stand up. Gangsta, gangsta,
Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you. But
this is a DJ Ski.
Play me like a fool. I'm in love with you, but you treat me like I'm not that dude. Spend my time with you. Say you're still confused, and it's your
Hey. Hey. Now let me ask y'all, where's the realness? Unauthentic, that's what comes to mind. You ain't about that street game, all of that is lies. You ain't about that business, man, who you faking for? Since you trying to stop me now, I'm really making noise now. Here I am trying to think of something creative to say, and y'all saturating microphones, ruining the airways, man. Some of y'all be killing me, into my life almost literally. Stop it, man, cause the fans are tired of all y'all trickery. Pick up the business, see I'm writing from the heart. Hip-hop, where you been, it's slowly falling apart. Not enough rappers, but plenty of actors. You say you the best, I call you overreactors. Music is in me, there's so many envy. Passion is deep, you see the fire in my eyes. I just want a voice, man, I just want to be heard. Don't need to worry about if it's me writing these words. Let's go. You see the fire in my eyes. So if you want a journey, I'ma tell you if you really wanna go. Open my life to share my story if you really wanna know. From this moment on, I'm moving up and not down. You know I, hey, you know I, hey, you know I. I'm in the building, spitting flames like I know how. Never going back down, it's my time to shine now. As long as I'm on the microphone, I'm fine. And who's really doper than me, but I stay running your mouth, man, just keep slipping. Think you hotter than me now, better keep listening. Nothing gonna blur up my vision. Gotta sit down and write this piece, politician. This is what I'm wishing for hotter rhymes. Wishing you realize, wishing you stop the lies. When they garbage you spitting, really got me conflicted. Even the wrong perception, you walk around and depict it. It's about elevation, it's about in the nations. Don't you think that we all are God's greatest creation? This is the bottom line. Half of my brothers dying. Some of y'all need to wake up, talk about get your cake up. Hope that you hear me, my people, we losing focus. Tired of mothers crying, heartbroken and looking hopeless. Somebody tell me what the deal is. We only got one life, so let's live, let's live. You see the fire in my eyes. So if you want a journey, I'ma tell you if you really wanna go. Open my life to share my story if you really wanna know. From this moment on, I'm moving up and not down. You know I, hey, you know I, hey, you know I can see the world through my daughter's eyes. It's the key to my motivation to keep writing these lines. It's my time now, I choose fame, look back on everything. Really went through some pain. Something before the better, my skills are stronger than ever. You can't stop me, cause my brain is lasting forever. It's my year, no fear, my team, my fears. Ain't nobody gonna make me lose my focus. Cause I know I've been put on this earth for a purpose. But I'm barely touching the surface. But I think it was all worth it. You see the fire in my eyes. So if you want a journey, I'ma tell you if you really wanna go. Open my life to share my story if you really wanna know. From this moment on, I'm moving up and not down. You know I, hey, you know I, hey, you know I.
ACT, you see this?
If it ain't official Dana J, Prima Donna News, I don't even want to see it.
Oh, yeah. 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 The things that I see, the things that I have, I can feel the pain inside, oh, inside. The shoes that I feel, the scars that me grow, as solid as I am, I'll never fall. You see me, I seen in me. A long time ago, I never fall. I stood 10 tall. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The things that I see, the things that I had, I can feel the pain inside, oh, inside. The shoes that I feel, the scars that me grow, as solid as I am, I'll never fall. You see me, I seen in me. A long time ago, I never fall. I stood 10 tall.
Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Now, wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers. What's up? We on a Monday, we going. On about the Benjamin squad. Let's go, C's. We going live tonight, baby. Yo, shout out Dream Team. Oh yeah, we got the interviews going. Can't nobody do it like me. Shout out to everybody that's here so far. Yeah. I got my guests getting ready. Uh, uh, uh. About the, what we talking about? Oh yeah, oh yeah. What you want to do? Want to be ballers, shot callers, brawlers? What the blood clot? You want to rumble with the B, huh? So a hex on your whole family. Woo! The original Queen Bee. Just wrote it. Deep throated. Stuck up. Player hating on the sideline. Get your own shit. Why you riding mine? Dana, hold me down, baby. Oh, oh. I see you, EJ. What up, Galatians? Hey, Teresa. What up, girl? Prima down in the building. She said, excuse me, sir. I'm in need of my Jesus. I get on it. I get on it. It's all about the bench. She's what? Yes, yeah. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Yes, sir. Oh. So, shout out to everybody that's here, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I got my guest coming through. He's getting ready. Let's see. Getting my guest ready. I hit him up. I was like, yo, I need you to kick it off for me. No problem, bro. You know what I mean? So when you good to people be good to you back. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's going on. But, today starts my recap of the Diddy trial. And I'm going to bring folks on here that I actually got to interview, that I got to talk to, during the Diddy trial. And the things that we saw, the things that, we didn't see, a lot of stuff that's going on. You know what I mean? So as I bring you the introduction to what's about to happen, a lot of people out there was like, oh, this is going on, this is that. And a lot of stuff was made up, a lot of stuff was fabricated because people had to embellish their likes and their views and everything. Y'all see, when I went live, I told y'all what it was. I gave it to you live, direct. It ain't take me 6 weeks to get content. I went out there for a week and got like damn near a whole month full of content. Some stuff I posted. If you're really a Dana J supporter and follower, y'all know I have released a lot of the content on 2 platforms. One platform I'm a slow roll, which is YouTube. And I did that because content is important, and especially your own content. We are now in the age where YouTube has took a drastic change where you have to get your own content now. And you can't roll off of nobody else's content or they snatching your channels. So for y'all that's content creators, hey Tanil, what up Chris Terry? So for y'all that's content creators, what up Galatians? For y'all that's content creators, yo, if you have built your channel off of using other people's content, stop it. Stop it. You now have to use your own content. They are even cracking down on what you call reaction videos, which is going to force people to leave YouTube. I told you I was coming. I told you I was about to happen. So I urge everybody, get you a Rumble account. I urge everybody, get you a Rumble account. Because if you don't have a Rumble account, you're going to be out in the sauce. You're going to be lost out. Shank Rock, what up, bro? Shank Rock got a lot of good stuff going on over there. That's my brother. and we piggyback off each other. And like I say, this brother that's coming is phenomenal. Y'all think I got energy. This nigga though was night in, night out, day in, day out, at the trial from day one. The real boots on the ground. I'm telling you, the real boots on the ground. So for y'all that missed the prior interview that I did with this brother, I'm going to give you a recap of it. And then the brother will be live. I'm telling you, the brother will be live. So let me give you a recap of it real quick. And you're going to see exactly what Dana J is talking about.
What's the vibes?
Out here again.
We out here.
Street vibes with Dana J. And I got the one and only, man. The man himself, the songwriter himself.
OOTA.
OOTA the Walkster.
On go. You know we on go, man. What's good, y'all? What's good? We out here live. Diddy trial, day 10. Capricorn Clark supposed to testify. We got some police officers that's supposed to be testifying as well as some fire department officials as well. So, you know, we're just waiting to see what's going to be said today. Is it revolving, especially around the Kid Cudi situation? We want, because everybody that heard the Kid Cudi testimony, I think we were left, you know what I mean, a little unsatisfied, a little unfull.
Was it like a cliffhanger?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I think Capricorn Clark is coming in to kind of corroborate certain things and fill in some blanks for us. So that's what I think what the prosecution has been doing is every witness they have been bringing out has been corroborating other witnesses, but the defense, on the other hand, has been bringing up inconsistencies in a lot of the witnesses, because a lot of witnesses that did come up, barring Cassie, of course,
right,
when they did come up, they didn't say certain things about Diddy in the very beginning that they ended up saying to the government later in time. You know what I mean?
Okay, so what you think about the trial so far, all 10 days?
So far it's up and down. So far it's a seesaw. It's most definitely a tug-of-war battle that's going on right now. Some people saying that the prosecution's winning. Some people saying that the defense is winning. I think that it's still a lot of more trial to go. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think the defense is strong. Some people think that the defense is weak. I mean, the defense is strong too, but some people think that the prosecution is weak. But I think that the prosecution is strong too, whether they're all women, whether they're all white women, whatever. I think that they just have a way of going about just drilling, reiterating the abuse, certain specifics of the case or the particulars that the witnesses are saying, which is just drilling it into the jury's mind. I do think that the prosecution been making some blunders, and I think they be trying some slick little things, like they will admit evidence, and like before evidence is admitted and published to the courtroom, they publish it to the jury,
right,
and to the witness first. They'll see it, like the witnesses see it. So they'll publish something to the witness, but then won't publish it to the public. They'll be like, okay, before we get into that, can you bring up B da 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 da? So they already showed this evidence, but now they about to flip it and show the next one. So it's like little tactics that's being played like that. It's like a real war strategy that's going on in there. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
So what you think about the temperament?
Stand up and make some noise
in the courtroom.
I think that's up and down as well. I think different days is different. Like when Cassie was there, very emotional, her being pregnant, visibly pregnant, her crying, going through those things. So, you know, I think there was some downs on some people was taking the testimony in very, very, you know what I mean, very strongly. Different, I think depends on the witnesses. That temperament changes. As far as Diddy, you know what I mean, Diddy been pretty cool. He's been pretty stoic in there. You know what I mean, really just looking to his attorneys, maybe send a piece of paper, something like a note, maybe reading papers in his lap, you know what I mean, maybe sending a little love towards maybe his kids or something like that. But people saying like, Diddy almost fainted. Nah, Diddy slipped on the oars, homie. They had those in court. No, he didn't. He did not slip on the oars in the court. No, he didn't, bro. Stop lying. The kids, his daughters were storming out. They were stomping with the big dogs. No, they wasn't. Why y'all doing this? I've been here every day. I didn't see none of that, bro. Y'all just doing things for a clickbait, so y'all don't follow the clickbait titles and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
So what you think about
The family supportive, everybody's there. Diddy's there, pretty stoked, not really doing much, not really making much moves in the court.
So what you think about the fact that people saying that they can see Diddy visually in the courtroom? Is that true?
No, yes, you can see Diddy in the courtroom, and you can see Diddy in the overflow room on the TV. So you seeing Diddy, you go to Diddy court, you seeing him. You gonna see Diddy, you gonna see what he wearing, you gonna see his expressions, you gonna see all of that. You know what I'm saying? You can see that. And the overall film depends on which TV you on. One TV is zoomed in a little bit bigger than the next one. So you know what I mean. But you can still see him. One woman got binoculars in it. Where's she at? She had binoculars in the overflow room. I'm like, what? And she's zooming in, bro, and she's looking in on that screen from the back row, so with the binoculars, zooming in on Diddy, jotting down every little detail that Diddy's doing. That was crazy. I might have to get my binoculars and get my
So what you think about? So you think he's innocent or guilty?
I don't know if anybody's innocent or guilty. It's not for me to say that, you know what I'm saying? But it's not for me to say he's guilty. A lot of people are saying he's guilty, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of things are, you know what I mean? It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We hearing a lot of crazy stuff. It's wild, you know what I'm saying? I know. But like I said, we all got to put our biases on the front street. Everybody has biases, whether we want to think that we don't have a bias in relation to this Diddy case. You know, you may have a bias based on the Cassie tape. You might be tired of him just saying, take that, take that, take that, take that. You know what I mean? Yo, Diddy, it's your time to take that, homie. What happened? We got to reverse the roles, man. What happened? You know what I'm saying? So maybe people saying that. Who knows what you don't like Diddy for? But everybody probably got their own bias. And a lot of those jury members, I feel, have a bias as well. You know what I'm saying? They already know if they're going to vote guilty or they know if they're going to vote innocent already. And that's a sad thing, you know what I mean? So is he going to get a fair shake? Good morning, sister. It's just, is he going to get a fair shake? That's the whole thing, you know what I mean?
Right. All right, man, definitely. Where can they find you at, OOTA?
You already know they can find me at OOTA ONGO. OOTA on Go. On YouTube is my channel, is my platform. But everybody told me to go to TikTok too, so now I'm on TikTok. So y'all run me up on TikTok so I can start going live out here from the court, and I can give y'all the same content on YouTube and TikTok live. Y'all get the likes up, y'all hit the poll. OOTA, OOTA, OOTA. Y'all already know the vibe. We on Go, y'all.
Man, thank you for joining Dana J podcast, man.
Yeah, Dana J,
and
man.
we gonna link.
We out here with Dana J. We out here cooking up. He out here in real time getting to this content, all right? He not just sitting in the crib. He not just doing that, not reacting. He's actually being proactive, and this is the inspirational thing that this is like him and us and me. We all need to be out here, all active, just getting to the content, getting to the information, and letting the information speak. So let's try to make the facts speak as much as we could, even though we all got a bias. It might be take that, take that, take that, whatever our bias is. Let us try to be the 13th jury member and try to be as unbiased as we can, even though we have our biases. So let us put us on the forefront, and then let's just see what happens in the case, man. Because regardless if it's guilty or innocent, it's going to be epic.
Right.
OOTA.
Thank you, brother.
You already
Keep putting in that work. Keep putting in that work.
So. Y'all see what it is, man. We definitely got it going. And I ain't even gonna bluff with you no more. We got the man here. OOTA. Hold on, let's get his volume up.
Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now, my boy.
Hold up, let me see. I won't be in here like that, right?
Look, I told you what it is. The man is here.
All right, we good. Because I don't be on Rumble that much, right? This is Rumble, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Y'all got to build the Rumble anyway. Salute to everybody if we here rocking. What's up?
But I've been told you to do it.
I know. Somebody was telling me like 2 days ago, like, yo, bro. I mean, like yesterday, literally, like, yo, bro, what's up? Some young guys, too. They was doing some streaming like at Times Square or something like that.
Yo, it's time to get off YouTube. Let's get off that plantation and come to Rumble. Rumble is a platform that's made for content creators by a content creator.
Okay, cool.
So what's going on, bro?
You know how we do it, man. Y'all hear me clear though, right? Hear me crispy?
Man, you crispy clear, bro.
All right, cool. Just making sure we good. I'm chilling, man, vibing. It's a whole rainstorm going on in New York. It's a storm. Word. That's what I had me with a little hiccups. Word, man. But, you know, we still here. God is great. So, you know, we here rocking, man. You know how we do it.
You know what's great? Man, and Galatians holla, OOTA! And put them. With the hand
What's
up.
goody? Galatians in the track. Salute, salute, salute. You know that. Salute, man. I'm gonna share this to probably to my channel somehow, some way.
Go
I'm
ahead.
trying to share
Go ahead.
this.
Definitely do that.
Let me see. Come on.
Dream Team. Y'all know what we do. And we over here, we got guests, and we polite to our guests. And put your Cash App up, OOTA.
Oh my, put it where here? My name is my cash app. Uda on go. OOTA
Now,
ONGO. But
$ OOTA ONGO.
yeah, that's
OOTA
my name.
on go. All right.
Let me see.
So look, Dream Team, y'all know how we do. And we got the man here, and he kicking off. Listen, he kicking off the recap of the Diddy trial.
Yeah, we crispy cool. Yeah, we crispy clean. Yeah, shout out to everybody. I can't see no chats here, so I'm gonna see it here. I'm gonna watch it through YouTube or something like that. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so shout out to everybody in the chat. We here, we rocking. I'm here with my bro. You already know Dana J. It's my guy. It's a good guy too, you know what I mean? Known for a lot of years, and we just here, man. Most definitely here, you know.
Let's stomp with it, man. Let's get right into it. We're not gonna play with him no more. But let's get right into it. Hey, Galatians, thank you for putting that up there. I'm about to share it. There it is. That's his Cash App. Go ahead and hit the Cash App. Let's go ahead and make our guests welcome, y'all. Y'all know, like I do, nothing's too big, nothing too small, but every little bit, we appreciate it all.
Let me share that to my people. Let them pull up over here. Yeah, that's cool.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah, let's get into this. Oh, yeah, I like this title. Yeah, I like this title. Yeah, I even know the title. I have to be popping up. So I'm with it. I'm with this. I'm with this at all. Facts, I'm with that.
With
We can
special
get to this. Facts.
Definitely. With special guest OOTA on the go.
Facts of life. Let's get to it.
Let's drop to it, man. How was the trial from day one in your eyes?
From day one till the whole closing, or just from day one as I got there from day one?
As you got there from day one until closing.
I had a bunch of things in my mind for the trial, you know what I mean? Because I was preparing for the trial. I just created this channel in preparation for all of these things going to happen, you know, as well. But it was more than I could think. You know what I'm saying? It was most definitely more than I could think or what I could have imagined. When I got there from jury selection, though, and that's something that I wanted to be there from the very, very first day, not from the first day of court.
Okay.
So on my channel, I had the first 5 days, but I never titled those the day 1, day 2, day 3s. I just titled those, you know, Diddy trial, whatever. When the trial came to start now, was from that following that Monday. They solidified the jury because they didn't solidify the jury for that weekend. They left them in suspense. That's what the judge did. And then that Monday, and then everything else started following from there. And this is how we went into the trial. But when I was there from jury selection, it gave me a different sense of, you know what I mean? First, I wanted to see everything, you know what I mean? This is me, first time looking at a trial like this. You know, I've been around trials, some of my friends, family, different people. You know what I'm saying? I've been around that type of stuff in my life, being from the lifestyle that I came from.
Right.
But I never seen it from that aspect, from this eyes, from a journalistic view. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to just, you know what I mean, just get early, do the homework. You know, it's like any other art. You know what I mean? I really do like music and art, so I understand art. It's going to take some homework. Some things I may not know legally, which I do know some legal things, but you got to get it out there and put the work in, you know what I'm saying, and put yourself around the people that's going to do that. So from the beginning, I saw the jury. I saw people had biases. You know what I mean? This is the first thing I seen. You know what I'm saying? Like I saw they had biases and stuff like that. This is at first. I'm like, what's going on? It just showed me, it snapped me into reality of where I was for real. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was there listening to the 14 sequestered questions or whatever, the 14 questions that the judge asked the jury, not just about you personally, the judge, Aaron, is asking about your family. Like, has your family or you or anybody been essayed? Has anybody been through some things with police, law enforcement? So it's not just something specific to you, anybody around you, or maybe close to you, at least immediate family. They're asking you these questions too. So these 14 questions is real questions. So like one guy, he came up and he was like, yeah, so, you know, they were like his wife, actually, when she was younger and she was maybe I think a young girl, I think she was essayed or something happened to his wife, right? He was a potential juror, this guy. And the judge asked him, he was like, okay, based on what, sorry to hear that everything that your wife went through and everything, you know what I'm saying? You say, he was like, so can I ask you who did this or something like that? He was like, it's her family, basically, you know what I'm saying? But then the guy kept speaking. He was like, it's just something that's in our culture. You know what I'm saying? This guy was a Spanish guy, Puerto Rican guy. He was speaking. And then so the judge said, all right, so based on all these things, you know what I mean, do you think that you can be unbiased and like, because you're going to hear potential victims, people that's victims in this case or alleged to be victims, they're going to come up and also testify to some things, maybe similar or not, maybe of things, right? Graphic things that can give you a bias. You know what I mean? Do you think
Right.
you'll have a bias and you can just judge this trial fairly? You know what I'm saying? As a juror. And he was like, yeah, I do. You know what I'm saying? He's like, well, how do you know that? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know this? He was like, my wife has been dealing with it through the years, but at times it pops up at times, but I think I could be a good jury member because that's what my wife went through. That's not what I went through. It's not my own personal experience. But just because something's not your own personal experience, that doesn't mean that you won't get a bias behind
Right.
something. You feel me? Just
Right.
even maybe if you've seen that tape alone, it could give you a bias. You know what I'm saying? Alone. If you just see the Cassie tape and there's no tape in the hallway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
it can be a flashback.
right? Then imagine you see just the tape. Just think about the tape alone. You see the tape,
You're
then you
guilty.
go inside the court, right? Then you go in the court, and now you in the court and they playing this tape over, 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 over with every witness, over, over. Hold up, stop at the 1 minute mark. Can you play from 1 minute to 1 minute 20? All right, cool. But let me get 30 seconds to the 40-second mark. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Can you tell me? Can you explain to me what's going on here? Here's the officer. Okay, what are you seeing when you get on the floor? Okay, so now trust me, even if it's something you've seen from a child or things like that, and then you hear and you watching these types of things, you know what I mean? It's just psychological. You might not even think you having a bias, but it could trigger things in your brain. Trust me.
Right.
So from the very beginning, that's what I was thinking. Like, you know what? Let me put my own biases on the side. You know what I mean? And that's one thing that I did on my channel. You know what I mean? Because I didn't go there on some full support of no Diddy. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. I have my own bias. You know what I'm saying? I have my own bias too.
Based on what we know of Diddy,
my favorite artist, this,
Yeah.
that, ain't never paying, getting no money, this and this and that. But maybe my bias is about what my bias is about, who he ain't getting no money in this and that. Biggie, my favorite artist, whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? Besides the Cassie tape, that's going to give you some sort of a bias going into this thing. If you don't have a bias, then you don't have no heart, no lens, no nothing. Like, but you go into a case after seeing this, you're like, let me see what the hell's going on. You see what I'm saying? So
Right.
that also gave me some sort of a bias too as well, right? But I said, you know what? Let me just put my bias to the side and let me just try to just look at the case and let the prosecution and let the defense plead both of their arguments to me and let me just see what I got. And in the very beginning, in the opening statements, the prosecution came out and they said, listen, we're going to show you 20 years. We're going to show you Sean Combs. We're going to show you 20 years of crimes. All right. And then they started it off. Listen, but not just every 20 years of crime. We're going to talk from one night. This is like the opening statements, how the prosecution started off. You know what I mean? Prosecutor Johnson started it off and she was going against Garagos. Garagos opened up. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
So she like, yo, I'm gonna show you 20 years of crimes. And listen, not just anything. We're gonna go to one night specifically. This is how I started. One night specifically, where he took a pow pow and a bodyguard in the middle of the night in the Escalade. He went, snatched up, must be Mia, allegedly, grabs Mia, took Mia, said, bring me to wherever Cassie at. She must have grabbed him. He must have went. This is saying it's under hostage type of vibes.
Right.
Bring her, she ended up allegedly bring Diddy to some place where Cassie supposed to be or something. I don't know if it's the one in her crib. I don't know. Somewhere she bring him though. She's not there. So they say she's not there though, but he doesn't stop there. He stops. He doesn't stop till he finds her and he beats her and brutally and all this stuff. So they go into this is how they start their thing. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, woo, this is how the whole thing started to me. I'm like, woo, this sounds like it's gonna be a big thing. You know what I'm saying? So let me just see what the hell's going on. Then the defense came back in the battle in and said, listen to me. No, what we're going to do actually is show you. They say that they're going to show you 20 years of crimes. No, what we're going to show you actually is Sean Combs. And what we're going to show you this as well is that the prosecution is going to bring a lot of witnesses into that box, the witness stand, to testify, right? That cannot testify to a RICO, will not testify to a RICO trafficking and none of that. But they're going to get them in that box to testify to things as such. And this is something that I was looking for as well. So I looked at this from the very beginning with the prosecution, what they were saying. They're going to show me these 20 years of crimes and all these things. I'm like, all right, cool. And then the defense said they're going to call people here. And none of these people going to testify to no RICO or no trafficking or nothing that they part of, none of that. But they're going to have him in this box. So I'm like, okay, that's a bold claim. Nobody. So I'm like, all right, let me see what's going on. And then that's how the whole case started for me.
All right, so that's what I was watching because I didn't get there from the beginning. But as I was watching it, I was like, okay, and we're going to do 20 years, but why start at one night? Why start at one night? And then I was like, yo, did he cook? Because I was like, based on what I know,
he was looking cook.
I was like, did he cook? And
he was looking cook. He was right. But I always had also from the first day, because from the very beginning days, like the jury selection days as well, that's when I went upstairs to Diddy's court. And when I was up there, this is the first time I had a conversation with Brian Steele, like the first day or something. Or it must be like the first day or something. No, but what day it was? I'm going to tell you the day it was. It was the actual first day of court, which is the first day that the jury got finalized, and that was that Monday, because they held on to the jury for the weekend, so nobody want to feel comfortable as a jury. He was smart for doing this, and said, we're going to finalize the jury on Monday so nobody could feel like they already in and got the spot. And that was good on his part. So that day, I went upstairs to Diddy court upstairs. You feel me?
To the main court.
I went upstairs. I think this was this day, right? It had to be this day, right?
Yeah.
It was either that or the day before that or the beginning days, whatever. Right. But it was like one of the first days of court. And when I spoke to Brian Steele, he was like, I'm going to make sure he beats this. Straight. Me and Brian Steele was talking. He said he's going to beat this, man. Straight. And I didn't ask Brian Steele no question. Brian Steele said that to me. Straight. I don't know what the Spirit of God told him. Put him on. Look, I didn't know nobody like that. This before I was OOTA COMBS and Puff Mom's adopted me and all that.
Oh, we gonna get to all that. We gonna get to all that. We gonna get to all that.
I was like, why is Brian telling me this? I swear I was on my channel every day telling people. I was like, I don't know what Brian see, but Brian said he's beating this. I'm like, all right, well, we're gonna have to look at it, Brian. I don't know.
So it was like after that, done that whole week, right? Mm-hmm. I said it, and I think I was the first one to come out there and say it, and you was like, bro. That's a good analysis because I said I will put Agnafilo as the closer. I said I will make Brian Steele the lead. I will make Westmoreland and Nicole Westmoreland, I will bring her 6 women off the bench to cross every woman. And I will use Xavier, since that's who they was having, to cross the men. But I said if I had it my way, I'll put Xavier on reserve and I'll go get Keith Adams, and I'll bring Keith Adams up.
And he's a very good lawyer too, you know. I love Keith Adams, but Xavier Donaldson, is a really, really good lawyer too as well. Sorry, I never knew who he was until I met him. I met him in the court. I didn't know who he was. He was just looked like a basketball player. I met him downstairs. Go take a bath, go to the bathroom. I'm like, who this guy? They didn't even know he was on Diddy team. Straight. So that's how I come. I'm just like this. And everybody meet me, talk to me. It's funny. I don't know nobody, so I just be regular with people. It's nothing. But so, and then I got to see him work. So he kind of mirrored what Nicole Westmoreland was doing on the male side. Like he's got an aggressive, sarcastic kind of a way that he goes about it, try to trip you up in what he's saying. Like, oh, no, I'll take the first. You say yes already? No, I'll take the yes already. No, it's all right. That's enough. So like he on you, like, but he got a more of aggressive style. You know, Brian's still more finesse with it. He kind of bigging you up, building you up, and then he'll drop you. Like, yo, no, you were very successful though. He'll start naming the albums. He know the artists. He know everything like dead.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'll give it up to you. I can't even lie, I'll give it up to you. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of like get you in like kind of false senses of reality type vibes. You know what I'm saying? Nicole Westmoreland, she's coming in there cooking. She giving you that Atlanta sass, that type of vibe that your aunt giving you. Know that you're up to no good. She in the crib with the moo on. Yeah, she looking at you with these eyes.
And she ain't had to do that to Dawn though.
And she cooked her with the peppers and onions.
She ain't had to do that to Dawn. I was sitting back. I said, "Oh my God!" Like. And it's crazy because they live 6 blocks away from each other.
Yeah, wow, that's wild. That's the crazy.
So it's like I'm sitting back and I'm like, and then my brother Shank Rock, he kept saying, "The baby old man gonna beat it. The baby old man gonna beat it." And I was like, "Nah, yo, the feds got him." And I'm like, "Yo, they have everything." But then when I as I got there, right? Or the first day I got there, everybody was mad that me and you knew each other off the break.
Yeah.
Folks was mad about that. So I was just like, as I got there, I got to see like, and I got to feel the temperament outside. Like when the prosecutors would come walking, you'll know if they had a good day because they'd be smiling and laughing. But then if they had a bad day, they all look like the Simpsons. They'd come out and then hit that all turn together and then jet down. And we'd be looking like, something's not right with this.
I don't know, bro. For me, it wasn't like that. You know what I mean? As the case started to go on for me, because from the beginning, I thought like the prosecution was cooking. I'm like, nah,
I did too.
Cooking. I'm like, yo, watch my first videos. I'm like, yo, they wilding. You know what I'm saying? Because we had Phillips, we had Phillips, we had Flores, Phillips, and then Cassie. Bang, bang, bang. Them was 3 bang, bang, bangs.
That's straight
so first joints, they was, but then they started to get kind of stagnant. They bringing up custodians. I know they tying together their case, but sometimes this could kind of make it dragged out. Listen, people watch movies, man. We watch good movies, bro. You got to know when you bring it in your villain, know when you bring it in your side plots, know how you tailor in your case, how you bring everybody in. It's why we like a show, bro. Power, any show we like. They take their time when they bring in the dude. Remember BMF, the dude that beat Meech running from Lil Meech.
Oh, LeVar?
Oh, what's the name?
LeVar?
Yeah.
These days coming.
I gotta show you. You gotta know when you dropping the Lamar into the joint. You know what I'm saying? Right. You just can't just be fling on Lamar in there. Now you gotta build up the Lamar. Let's get the Lamar. So we could. It's like a show, son. It's like a movie, son. So I just think that the prosecution kind of like dragged their case so long, right? Maybe if they did it shorter, it probably would be a different result. Who knows? But they dragged this thing so long that I think the jury, besides the jury, people, the news, everybody was getting so tired. I was talking to people like, yo, you already know it's the same old thing. News people, everybody, magazine people. I'm talking to my friends. Yo, what you thinking about this? Yo, news. Yo, man. Yo, man, I don't know, man. It's dragging. You know what I'm saying? So now you start to lose people. You know what I'm saying? And maybe some of your facts start to get, you know what I mean, pushed to the back.
Diluted.
And get diluted more. You know what I'm saying? If you could just might streamline it, maybe it sticks in people's brains different. Because look, remember, they did their whole case quick. The whole trial would have been like 3 weeks. Because remember, after they did their thing, they be doing this whole thing, hoping and thinking that the defense was going to have a defense. But look, they would have did their case for like the prosecution would have did their case for like 2-3 weeks. And the case would have been over. It'd have been a defense. They'd have been like this. They'd have been like, yo, we rest. You know what I'm saying? They would have did a speech thing they did and rested. So imagine that. The case would have been much shorter, much quicker.
Mm-hmm.
The defense, if they did their case shorter, they probably would have had to put on a little case maybe. Because
those first 3 weeks, Diddy was cooked.
If it's like a couple of weeks, maybe. You know what I'm saying? This jury is just right here. It's mad quick. Damn, that's all it is. Over right now?
Yep.
We got to think right now on this. Damn, son, I heard mad stuff. You might, you know what I'm saying? As you going down, you like, you just thinking of stuff. Then the defense throw a monkey wrench in the whole thing and say, you know what? Our defense is no defense. Okay? Because we've already defended already. We've defended live. We've defended actually while we was cross-examining the witnesses. That is our defense. Mm-hmm. And now we're just going to tie in everything together with this closing argument or whatever that we about to do with Agnew Philo. That's it. We just got to tie it all together to you and just show you how this whole case was a farce, how they believe, right? But that's kind of strategic because as a jury, you sitting there waiting like, okay, the defense better show me a case. I'm like, yo, I want to see what the defense do. Who they going to call? They calling the other escorts. We over there pulling, they going to call the next dude. They going to be like, Cassie did it. So we all speculating what could happen. Everybody. Don't think the jury's doing the same thing. They speculating too, like, yo, what could be on? And then you, a jury member, think about us all as a jury member right now. And then we get to the defense side. After we done heard the prosecution cooking for like 7 weeks, bro. They look and say, you know what? We ain't got nothing to say, bro. Whatever you heard, man, just toss that to the windows or the wall or wherever where the yin yang twins was throwing their things at. Throw that to the yin yang sides or something. You know what I mean?
But you want to know what got me though, OOTA?
That's crazy.
You know what got me? Is they had, it's like when I was out there, everybody was saying the same thing, like, yo, they misleading everybody.
Yeah.
And I said, I'm not gonna do or say what I think until it's over. Mm-hmm. And it's like when I start seeing like different things, I'm like, when is the guns gonna come into play? because that would have had Diddy cooked. That's what y'all went on the news and said.
But they could still have him cooked though,
right?
Because now they've
When
been
is the kids? When is the kids gonna come into play? And because they said that he had kids trapped in the tunnel.
They had
trapped
Lace
in the
baby
tape.
oil, Lace baby oils. Remember,
Lace
mad
baby, right?
Remember, we was thinking we was about to get a blockbuster movie.
Right.
We didn't get. We got a Tubi flick.
Hey,
Stop.
no.
Tubi got things on there now.
No, not even a Tubi. And because Tubi got that real stuff on there, because
I ain't see Tubi in a minute. Tubi stepped the game up.
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ever since
Tubi in a few years, bro. It's been years since I seen Tubi, bro. Been years.
You know Dana J on that now, so you know.
Oh, no, I know they had the big bros on there. My bad.
Now,
and they doing their thing over there.
But this trial, it reminded me of a bootleg triple X porno.
Yeah.
Something that was just thrown together and then pieced together. It just didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So for the juries to come back and say he's innocent on some and guilty on two, wait a minute. Now I gotta question some things.
Where I'm at?
Yeah, you right there.
I like that. Yeah.
Now I gotta question some things because you say he's guilty on a Mann Act, but he's not guilty on a coercion. In order to have a Mann Act, and you gotta have and you gotta have the coercion and enticement because they go hand in hand. So how can he be guilty on one and not guilty on the other two? Just like they did our big bro R. Kelly in Chicago and in New York. It's the railroad factory. But what they did in New York, they manufactured a lie. For Diddy, they didn't even try to manufacture a lie. So I'm trying to figure out, like, Miss Comey, what are you doing?
Down there, I think they played on public perception. They pushed a different thing to the media, and I think they wanted us to convict Diddy. They wanted us to convict Diddy, not them, because what did they really have?
Yep.
I think they really wanted us to convict them. You know what I mean?
Like they did R. Kelly.
Because what did they really have? They didn't really have much. When they told me 20 years of crimes, I thought they was going to show me 20 years of crimes, not just go back to the one relationship with him and then find some other relationship with a side chick. You know what I mean? I want to hear about some 20 years of crimes, bro. What happened? I'm thinking about this, that, and all that. Think of it. 12 jurors went in there and did not believe Cassie and none of them, in a sense, to say no RICO, none of that, and no traffic. If we didn't believe you were traffic. 12 people got to agree on something.
What is our slogan? A RICO is what? I mean, a FRICO is not a RICO, right?
FRICO is not a RICO, man. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? It's just a confusing situation. That's why you stay out of people's bedrooms sometimes in some ways, because it just gets weird after a while. You know what I'm saying? And then today is Diddy, and then every day is every other American. So it's not just a black thing. This is just an American thing. We're in America. You know what I'm saying? So anybody, and a lot of time, more times, it'd be the white man that got the money. So who you think gonna get the FRICO? You. You think we all rich? No. It's you, sir, that they're going to be hitting with the FRICOs and taking your kids' trust funds and all the stuff that you got stashed that your uncles and your great-great-granduncles done left for you. So today it may be Diddy. Tomorrow be maybe the whole city, bro. So
facts.
You got to look at what things really are. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I felt it was probably going to go the way it went. You know what I'm saying? That he would be, you know what I mean, acquitted of the RICO. That he would be acquitted of the trafficking, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he'd probably be acquitted of the Jane, probably one. But I just know that
was
if you're guilty of the first one, because the way they tried this, right? They overcharged this. We all know that whether you want Diddy to burn and want him to be in jail, whatever. But I'm just saying, we know that they've overcharged this based on what the case they gave us. They know they overcharged that. They ran down in his crib, cuffed kids, all of that for what? For his shorty, his other shorty? They did all of that. They dealt with this like this was some D-rug conspiracy thing going on. They ran down on the man like all of that other stuff. For what, right? Think about it. Like it was something small.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
So let's do this, OOTA. Let's take some questions from the chat.
Hold on one second.
All right. So while OOTA come back, you know, he had to take a break for a second. Tyler said, some say that the 12 jurors were all biased and not educated enough to apply the facts to the elements. Well, Tyler, this is what I have to say. in the case of this, like they did for Robert, didn't they say that everybody agreed on these jurors? So if everybody agreed on the jurors, how's it that they're not educated enough? How's it that they biased?
It's two
When it don't
different,
go a certain way, they're biased, they're not educated. Come on, man.
3 different cases. All cases are 3 different. Ep, Diddy, and R. All 3 different cases. Hope you know this. All of them are 3 different. Trust me. We can't even compare the 3 cases. They're 3 different cases.
The DOJ has to prioritize the warrant for Daphne Jackson. Okay.
That's right.
I don't know what they talking about. They talking about the Cabo 6 and all that. I don't know what that's about. So let's get some questions from the chat real quick. Let me see. Prima said, right, making isolated situations into a janky lead to predicate acts that didn't charge him with. Facts.
Nasty work, but think about it. Did the government or the prosecution, what you want to call them, if you think there's a victim or potential victim in this thing, right? Because they obviously thought it was some potential victims or victim in this, whether you think or not. They did. So if they wanted their victim, because they got the victim, if they wanted their victim to get justice, right? Why swing for the fence when you could possibly miss, when you could just get these people some justice if you want to get these people some justice? Why not just charge us with the domestic stuff and all the other stuff that he couldn't even argue? He'd have never argued this. He couldn't. You cannot go to no court with no domestic stuff on your thing and you going up there arguing. They're going to bust you in your head and give you some time. You got to be in there, listen, man, I'm sorry and all of this. Listen, I got kids, daughters. Listen, I'm going to come out, start standing up against that. I don't want this to be the last moment my kids thinking that's the type of talk you talking when you're there for that type of stuff. See what I'm saying?
Right.
He'd have never been able to have a trial for these things, for the domestic stuff. Even if you think Jane wasn't a victim, because a lot of time I think Jane, but if it came down to certain things, you'd be like, yeah, she was a victim of that, though, a little domestic part.
Right.
My bad. You did that, bro. So we wouldn't be getting into the psyche of all this other stuff. And we'd be just doing like, yo, what did you do to these people? That's it. We're not in their psyche of their head. You put hands and feet on people? Okay. What else you was doing? So that's all people would want to know. That's it, bro. And he would have never had a case. So think about that. They swung for the fence for the RICO and tried to take the bread.
Right. So Gemini Don said, OOTA, are you surprised some people think Diddy's on trial for the hotel video? And these people don't know he was on trial for RICO and the Mann Act, a federal crime, etc.
Yeah. But no, those people know. But this whole thing is based on that. Like this whole case is based on the Cassie video and Cassie's lawsuit. So Cassie's lawsuit is the reason why this whole thing is even a thing. No one, whether any witness that you see there, no one called feds, police, HSI, or any other people that could help you. Ghostbusters, Carmen Sandiego, anybody. Nobody. I'm not saying, because you could be a victim, you could be scared. And sometimes people don't call because you're scared. So we gotta factor that in, whether you think they were scared or not. You gotta add that there. Because you don't know. We ain't in a situation. So how are we taking out parts out of a situation that we ain't in, right? So a person could be scared. So there could be reasons of why they not calling any of such people. So we're not saying that that's not a big possibility, right? But before y'all called any of those people, you called civil lawyers to get a bag. And real victims don't care about your money. Yeah, they probably want to take some money from you too, but they want justice from you, sir.
Right.
They don't care about the money. They want you to pay for what you've done. And even so, they want everybody who's involved with it to pay for what they've done. That's what real victims want. So if a person is lured to a car and this person is the guy that told you to go there, but he's not the one that was your assaulter and all these other things, but you, the one that pointed me to this red car. When they bag him, I want them bag him too, right? I don't care if he didn't touch me at all and he didn't say nothing to me and all. He only totally point me to the red car. No. Everybody involved, we want them done, right?
Facts.
That's how it really is. But these people went for money. They chose money first. So that's why I'm saying, yeah, they victims in ways, but I don't think that Cassie or Jane is any like an advocate for a victim to be standing up and speaking for victims, because real victims don't care about your money. Real victims want justice, and they don't want you up out of here, you and your counterparts. So they're not dealing with no government to be giving everybody no immunities like Oprah Winfrey, right? Because imagine Diddy went to jail forever, right? Cool, got life. They done gave everybody else immunity who you said was the inner circle, his enterprise, right? So now when I'm in a party chilling, now I see KK, I see this one, I see that one, I see all the other people that you said is the guys and the girls or whoever allegedly that is aiding these people, that's causing me trauma when I'm seeing these people. They remind me of everything that I even was going through with these people or this man or whatever, right? So why would you, if you want me to get justice as a victim, why the hell would you be letting all the victims, all the abusive friends, the people that helped him abuse me up, why the hell would you be letting them out?
That part.
So who they want to get justice, bro? The
That's fact.
victim still would be traumatized even if Diddy was doing life. You would have everybody outside still roaming Earth. They around circles. You still bumping into the same people. They're giving you weird eyes. You thinking like something could probably happen to you still. They all rich. Everybody's rich. So why wouldn't you be scared still?
And that's the same thing about the R. Kelly case. That's the same points that I raised about the R. Kelly case. But Prima said, what does he think about it being said about the judge being able to override the jury verdict? That's a good
man.
question.
That's also true too, man. I think it's crazy. I don't think that he will. I think the verdict is the verdict. Yeah, I think the jury did their thing. Even, they deliberated, they took their time. And then, one thing that I felt, because, we was all there waiting outside and just waiting inside and inside and out. But not only did they deliberate for a while, they most definitely, I seen at one point they asked for transcripts, parts of the case to read back. Like, so you see them in a conversation, you seen that they was up there debating some elements. They said, we want Cassie's testimony of this and this and that. And they was asking for certain elements. So I'm like, okay, they up there doing homework. Okay. If you digging in the crates for some old works to bring back, they up there talking. I'm like, all right, cool. Whatever's going down, whether you think it's right or wrong, yes or no's, is something that they actually up there taking serious and they're actually doing. You know what I'm saying? But now, as far as the judge now, again, I don't think that he would. Based on how it went, based on the jury, I think that he would leave it because he's still convicted of these two things as well. And he could get anywhere from 0 to 10 for this alone, for each count.
Each count, yeah.
Each count, you know what I'm saying? So he could get from anywhere from 0 to 10. So some people trying to say that, okay, maybe it leans to the lesser side of the numbers because, Diddy's a first-time offender now, you know what I mean? So usually federal government as well, just your record speaks for you anyway, you know what I mean? You don't have no record, this is working in your favor, period. Especially in the feds, they deal with a point system, things like that. Your predicates, things like that you had in your past can come back to haunt you now, and they may give you harsher sentences or give you towards the max of the guideline. So, the defense is pushing for maybe 21, 27 months. The prosecution pushing maybe 51, 60 something months. But then they may be pushing for more than 60 something, maybe 70 something, like maybe 80 months, because they're going to try to push for the harshest part of it.
Yeah.
I mean, because not only do they have the case, which is 2 serious counts, even though they say he got caught for the lighter charges, even though they're lighter charges, they're not light charges because it's federal charges. So these 2 were the lighter charges out of all the other charges. Okay. But they're not light charges. So now what they can also do is the judge, first of all, remember, the judge has watched and presided over the whole case. So he has listened to this case for his own self. That's why you're saying like he could even override the jury. Listen, imagine in this thing like this, he could look at the case and say, I don't know about this part, that part. I don't know if the jury got this right or not.
Right.
Right? I'm going to sentence you to this because I think this is what's fair. Period. Right? Because he's the judge. Right? Then they can bring up all of the conduct, which is the relevant conduct in the case, the weapons, the video, you kicking people in the heads, all types of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This is all relevant conduct for us to bring up now. Even things that you're acquitted of, they can bring it back and talk about it as the relevant conduct. Listen, these are the things that he was alleged of, and this is what the case was about and all of that. You already know what this whole case, he might have got away with this, but you know what this case was about. We think you know how the prosecution's going to be kicking it. That's how they're going to be kicking it. You know what I'm saying? So now they could bring up back relevant conduct, things that they feel is the conduct that is relevant to this case right now, that can make the judge maybe lean towards the more maximum, the more harsher parts of the sentence, maybe pushing towards a 20, pushing towards something harsh like that. Like maybe, you know what I mean?
Right. So we have somebody that's obviously on the victim side. And what they posted was, why are you celebrating a degenerate's acquittal on multiple charges? He's obviously a disturbed individual. No.
Yeah, but justice got to be justice, one. He beat a RICO. One, I don't think that this case should have been a RICO anyway. So that's what I was celebrating. My bias that I have towards Diddy, I still have it. Yeah. Just because I have a bias towards him don't mean I have to have a bias towards his family and his mother.
Right.
Right. I wasn't raised like that. Right.
Right.
That man's on trial, not his family. Right. This is life. You know what I'm saying? Just because we get caught up in the celebrities and all that stuff, this is all human people, bro. Everybody I spoke to around me, that everybody was this. This is all human people. So we just pluck it out of that element. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just think that this case was overcharged, and it's not our job to do the prosecution's job for them. It's their job to do the prosecution's job and display it to us. We're not prosecutors. We're not lawyers. Okay? So it's not up for me to make a case for them. They are the ones that supposed to make that case. And that case that they made wasn't even good enough for the 12 people that was in there, that they was trying to prove it to. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
At the end of the day, this is a mischaracterization of justice now. Because now also, if I'm passing around some trees right now, this is distribution. This is distribution, right? So now there's other little elements to this thing that once this case is tried in this way, now this affects every other American now. Now, an average wife and husband can be in a freako now.
All right, so let's tackle these two questions.
That's what we're talking about.
And the first question was real victims, and it's by the same person. Real victims absolutely care about your money. Yeah. If you get hit by a car, you don't want an apology. You want the insurance. I totally disagree with this.
No. So how, if you don't find the car, how you gonna get the money? Get.
And a real victim ain't gonna care about money, but they gonna want justice.
You want this person stopped. What if they hit you and ran by? What happened now? Because you just think you just gonna get some money. Somebody hit you and they drove on by. Say the story right when you write it in there. They hit you and drove by. What do you do now? What do you want?
And then
you want money? You want justice? You want these people found? What do you want? What are you thinking of first? The money? Okay.
The money or the justice?
You got the little ring talking about me precious. I get it. Money's a devil too. It's a devil. Okay, go watch some lottery stories to see when they win everything. Go figure that part out. It don't matter. You're gonna get money. You want to be compensated, of course, but that's not your everything. You want to be compensated, of course, but you want justice. That's the first thing you want is justice. Trust me.
So Tyler said, did he groom Cassie from a young age? Dangled a recording contract over her, kept her drugged up, and used her until he was done with her.
Did he use her till he was done with her? Did she not leave when she was ready? Did she not leave cheating?
That part.
She started cheating when I met her. She was with Ryan Leslie. Yeah, I'm not saying that he wasn't with her. He was 17 years a senior. So I'm not making no case for Diddy or nobody, bro. I'm speaking from my own lens. Okay? I side with victims too. I get it. Right. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I'm just looking at the case. Just the case, not my personal opinion of Diddy. I told you I have a bias against him still. I don't have to talk to you from that lens. I'm going to talk to you from just a middle ground of what I feel from both sides, from prosecution and defense, like I've always done on my channel. You know what I'm saying?
And seeing what I think, people want you to be all in about one and don't have sympathy about all. No, because Cassie, I honestly say Cassie was groomed. But when Cassie got the wherewithal of being able to leave, she didn't want to leave because at that point, I'm controlling what's going on. So Cassie went from being groomed to being a groomer.
Was she groomed by Diddy? This is the question. Was she groomed by Diddy? She was already in a relationship with some other 10 years older than her man, and all this other stuff was in the industry running around too. So what then? She been in and she was running around with someone before. She cheated on that man, right? Came up with a fake flyer, right? She was with this man. Right?
That's what they don't know. They don't
Came
know
up with a fake flyer that she's doing a hosting in Miami, right? Sold it to the man. Okay, this is what you're doing. Cool. She goes to Miami and gets saddled up on a boat by Diddy. Cool. Fast forward now. We FOing every week. 52 FOs a week. I mean a year. Cool. We doing all these things, right? We doing the FOs, right? I introduce you. We're not talking about Cuddy or nobody else. Forget all them people. I introduce you to a trainer, okay? You cheat on me now with the trainer, right? I allegedly grape you, whatever happens, but then you come back, have consensual sex with me now, and cheat on him now because he's your man now. So not only you cheated the whole way through, you left cheating like you came in cheating. Cassie, she did.
So, question. Here's my question: was Diddy the victim?
I
And
think
was
they both
Cassie
were
the
victims
predator?
at a time. I think they both are victims of a toxic relationship. It's
So
a
both of
toxic
them,
relationship. Sometimes this person may have the gut, this person may have the ups. You know what I'm saying? Because the way the defense is saying is like, look, any device of any freak off thing or something like that was only found on Cassie's devices, right?
right?
Any evidence of this. So if Diddy don't have nothing, they ran down his whole house, he has nothing. So if these people, this is what the defense is saying, not me, this is just, it's a good thing to think about though, right? If these people is the only people with the evidence, right? Who's really in control? Because every evidence came from Cassie's broken devices. She saved these devices for 12 years. See what I'm saying? So every evidence came from her. So this couldn't be dangled towards Diddy and be extorting him towards somebody like to say, yo, bro, I'm gonna blow this up too, if you wanna. So maybe we both doing the same thing to each other. Maybe he's threatening her that he gonna release him. Maybe she threatening him like, yo, I'm gonna do it if you don't give me some. Who knows what's going on? There's in this whole relationship that's mad toxic. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I don't know. Cause we weren't there.
Right. So Ms. Middleton say, why does he not see similarities in Diddy and R. Kelly case?
No, I do see similarities.
They both mirror each other.
They're all three different cases, though. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I read the R. Kelly case. I have the superseding document. I'll send it to you right now. I have that whole case. I was doing that on my old channels. So it's not like I didn't read this and I don't know that. I know that case back and forward. I can tell you about the whole shit. I can tell you about each Jane Doe, everything that happened. R. Kelly on the stage, putting people in the front of the room, allegedly, in front of the stage so that they could feel on his balls. I can tell you about the story. You know about that? Those people that allegedly weren't random.
I know about it.
All right, cool. I'm saying that's how much I know the case. I know the case.
Right.
When I'm talking to you, I'm not talking from an emotional standpoint. I'm talking from a statistical thing. I'm talking about for something that I've read as I've read this and watched this thing myself. I'm just saying, like sometimes people try to say, yo, this and the Epstein or this and the that. Nah, Epstein is Epstein, bro. You know what I mean? Ep is Ep, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we just need to know how we doing this thing is all I'm saying. How we doing this thing. I'm not saying that they all Rico, they this, they that, they mans. I'm not saying they're not similar. They're all same thing. Trust me.
Prima Donna said they did that with Azriel Clary too in Kelly case in New York. Yet again, because people keep playing with the age factor, people ignored what we exposed. Facts, Prima.
Yeah, R. Kelly thing was just a lot going on with that whole case, man. The whole case was just a lot with the whole thing, bro. You know what I mean? How it even sprung about, how it even came about. It was just that whole case was just bugged out, bro.
Now hold on.
I still don't understand the whole case straight. I've read the whole the supersedings, and I still got questions in my mind about that case, bro.
Now, Tyler, here's where you're wrong. Because Tyler said a judge cannot overturn a jury's verdict of not guilty in a criminal case. Yes, he can. Doing so violates defendant's constitutional rights, Fifth Amendment, double jeopardy, and the Sixth Amendment by jury. Pause for a second. When you're dealing in federal court don't go by the same rules as state court.
No, they don't.
So with that being said is when you talking about a judge can't do something in federal court, that goes down a whole list of guidelines and that go down a whole list of what can and can't be done. At the end of the day, a federal judge ain't supposed to be doing a lot of things, but they do it anyway. And by the time you get around to fight against it, guess what? And you either drained of funds or you so spent to the point where you don't know which way you coming or going.
Yeah.
So Prima said,
you see, yes, a federal judge can overturn a jury's verdict in certain limited circumstances, but it's rare and only happens under specific legal standards. Two main ways a judge can overturn a federal jury's verdict. The judgment of an acquittal, a Rule 29. Remember, they already pushed for these Rule 29s.
Yep.
Right? A Rule 29 after a guilty verdict. If a jury finds the defendant guilty, the judge can set aside the verdict and enter a judgment of acquittal if they believe no reasonable jury could have found guilt beyond a reasonable doubt. This is called a Rule 29 motion, part of the federal rules of the criminal procedures. It's very hard to win. Judges defer heavily to the jury's finding, and this is what happens. They really want to put it, because we done went through this case, the judge usually wants to put it on the jury, because now he would have to step in and make his or her decision, right? And they don't really want to do that. So that's why they're going to keep it on the jury. Remember, that's what just happened. They pushed for the Rule 29B. They pushed for this motion.
Right.
Yeah, but you put all these things on paper, because even if it goes wrong or right, maybe it gets time, maybe you could come back on appeals, all of these things, but all of these motions need to be set in motion. So then you can come back on appeals on certain things. And that's why these are all formalities. And this is why you get them off, right? So now they say, too, a new trial, which is a Rule 33. A Rule 33, a judge may grant a new trial if the verdict is against the weight of the evidence, there's misconduct or illegal error occurred that affected the outcome, and this doesn't throw out the case, then it just restarts it. It doesn't throw it out. It just restarts it. So the judge has an option to restart a case if he feels like the evidence is not by the preponderance or whatever. Or the judge can say, I don't like that. I give you an acquittal on that. Even though they gave me a guilty verdict, I don't think that it was met. I could do an acquittal on that. So the judge does have full autonomy to do the things that he wants to do. Yeah.
All right. So Prima Donna said, what does OOTA think about more possible charges for the things that wasn't charged, like the drugs and the guns? The average person would get hit with some real charges.
I know. But once you're tried for something already, you can't be double tried for it. I don't know how that goes, you know what I mean? Because they kind of shot their load with this.
Yeah.
They was banking on this thing. They banked on this thing right here. You know what I mean? This thing was supposed to go the way they wanted to go. Like, this was lights out. This was lights out. So, but can some other things probably spring up? Some other kind of stuff? Maybe they try you another way? You know how it go, man. These people, when they want you to get you, bro. So, they'll try a way when they're ready. You know what I'm saying? Can you still be tried for some of these domestic things? This was a thing I was thinking about. Like, after all this, can he try to come back and grab you with some domestic stuff? But the domestic stuff is what they were using to push this case. So this case wasn't about FOs. It was more about domestic stuff and violence and mad abuse and mad stuff like that. So they was using all of these domestic allegations, all these domestic things to push this RICO that they're pushing. But they're kind of pushing it kind of like a D-rug, a D-R-U-G RICO. Because the way they ran down on them and the way they dealing with this case, but it's like a one-man enterprise. Where's all the rest of the people? You see what I'm saying? Like, where's the rest of the people in this RICO? So this is a RICO, right? Okay, so where's everybody? Okay, cool. So this is a RICO, there's a FRICO, there's a romantic thing, like, with this relationship? Okay, so it's just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because a case never been tried like this. You know what I'm saying?
Listen.
So this is why it's a scary thing. But you got to understand, if he was abusive, he did these things, right? A lot of that stuff with the women was consensual, man. Nobody's making you doing this for 72 hours. Stop, bro. You will run away and get out of here. Just listen to me. Listen to me. Some of that was consensual, man. Stop. It was consensual. They liked it. They wanted to be with him. Jane, too. She was only getting $333 a day. What are you talking about? I know a girl down the block could get more right now. Stop. Right. And she lives in the projects. So listen to me. On welfare, Section 8. So listen to me now. You feel me? Come on. People is doing it because they wanted to be that person in his life as well.
$333.
It's $10,000 a month. Listen to me. Stop. And you effing know in the house where your kid at, all of that. Like, who's doing that? No woman's doing this, man. Where you want me to do this? No. You're a billionaire too. I don't have to do it here. No, we're doing it in a hotel-y. That's where we going, brother.
Right.
What are you talking about, bro? Right? So, I don't know. Cassie is something else. But Jane, I don't know about Jane. Any case you want to make with Cassie, you got a good case with Cassie. Yo, he was younger. Dang, he could have groomed her. You could have. But I just think that people are not looking at Cassie all the way. You know what I mean? And seeing that you're with a woman because she matched your energy. You're not with her for nothing less. Cassie is the female version of him.
Right.
She wasn't that before. She has become that. So if you think things about Diddy, you need to think that about Cassie now.
So I got a question for you,
OOTA. Used to be now.
So I got a question for you, OOTA. I'm gonna take you back.
Yeah, what's up?
And I got this thing called Take You Back in Time.
Take you back in time.
So I'm gonna take you back in time. I'm gonna show you something from a day that we clowned about. What crosses your mind now when you see this?
Oh, when we stocked out.
Pretty, Mark.
Oh, you popped out.
Yep.
These are my lawyers. Brian Steele and Westmoreland.
Oh yeah, look at Brian still.
Here come Brian Steele into the frame. Here come Miss Westmoreland coming up.
That was a good video.
Supposed to be shooting all three of us, right? I don't know who the third. Oh, that look like Larry. Mr. Steele. What's going on, stranger?
Brian Steele. How you doing, Nicole?
Hey, Miss Westmoreland.
Hey, Miss Westmoreland. Looking right. Great. Big week this week.
Straight from the A. Just why we do it.
Good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Have a good morning again, all right?
Miss Westmoreland need to be the cross person every day. I'm putting that online.
Facts. That's the beginning. You said that, Matt, earlier.
Nicole, you've been doing great work. Great work, right?
Excellent work.
Excellent work, for real.
Yeah, we got to give our sister some love, though, really.
So,
oh, man. That's dope.
So what you think about that?
That's dope, man. I bring back a lot of dope memories, man. And plus the us when we was out there kicking it too, man. We was out there popped up. You know what I'm saying? I most definitely was a dope energy as well. And you came suited and booty. You had the joint on your chest. You had the other cam. So you came ready to go. You know what I mean? He came TTG. He most definitely came TTG. Train to go. Dana popped out. Train to go. Yeah, most definitely. And that's some of the earlier days too. And Nicole and Brian and them. And they've always been cool. You know what I mean? So shout out to Diddy's defense team, though. They always was cool, showing the people the love, even though you're doing the defense, so you got to work
right
out there. But some things you just see people just being themselves. So it's not like they just on a case and they're just doing this because it's Diddy case. You could just see some people, because some people are saying nothing. Like Teenie, she's looking at you like this. Excuse me. Teenie's just born her bop. You know what I'm saying? If you catch her to smile, I got her to smile like once straight. I got Teenie to smile once, though. I got her. Took like that. It was like damn near the last days of the book of Eli, homie. The last books of Eli. But I got Teenie to smile too, though. But
man, you got people to smile when it wasn't cool to smile.
Yeah, for real, right? It's crazy out there, man. For real.
You got people to smile when it wasn't cool to smile. I was like, OOTA, what you doing?
God is blessed, because we need to smile and stuff like that, because it's all traumatic stuff and it's abuse and it's PTSD, and you know what I'm saying? I've been around stuff like that, me affected by it, seeing people been abused, you know what I'm saying? Even my mother went through things that she went through her own life, or family, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Things like that. And sometimes you think you're better than these things, and then you find yourself maybe becoming some of these things, and maybe I was abusive in the time and you got to learn it, you know what I'm saying? Whether you were abusive once, whether you think you're just screaming, whether you think you're just putting your hand or you're mushing a person, or anything you think you're doing, verbally, financially, is many levels to abuse. It's psychological abuse. So some people may say, I'm not hitting nobody, but you might be mentally abusive. You might be psychologically abusive as well. So what we learned from this case as well, you know what I'm saying, is that we need to most definitely be pushing against domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? Men, us women to us too as well. But I'm not talking to women. I'm talking to men, and us being men. You know what I'm saying? We got to be doing the right thing. And that's why we came up with some of the slogans like, before you hit her, hit the door. Whoever's significant other, before you hit that person, just hit the door. Because we know that it never works right. We understand that a physical abuse has long-lasting effects, and psychological abuse lasts sometimes forever and lasts way longer than the physical scars that heal. Right. And then if you got children, sometimes now we psychologically messing up the children. Now you got some little kid that's going to the school now. Now he bad fighting, and you beating him for fighting, this other stuff. But you're not seeing that it's probably what we doing or what I'm doing here. It was causing all this other psychological trauma everywhere else. So we need to start breaking some of the chains. Right. If you're a man and you've seen some of these things, because even Diddy got to change some of these things. He ain't got a life. Who knows how much time he's going to get. But I think that when he does come out of prison, he needs to be an advocate against these things. He needs to stand up against domestic violence. He has the 4 daughters he's raising as well. I think that he needs to help young men, not just discolored men, but us too as these colored men, to be like, no, we don't need to be doing that. We need to hit that door before we hitting her. We need to do this, okay? So because you've done it before, that don't mean you can't change. You don't got to be scared or embarrassed in a way that you don't want to say nothing and you want to be quiet. So now you're going to be doing something. The people that want to change things are going to speak about them openly because you're going to hold yourself to it, and everybody else is going to hold you to it. And this is what it's all about. You feel me? Strength in numbers, strength in unity,
Facts.
right? And we need our men building with each other, just like how it was back in the time when it wasn't even my time, like in the 60s type of time when, I mean, person will pull you to get like, what's going on with you, man? You know, you ain't supposed to be doing this with us. You know what I'm saying? So, but now you can't even stop a guy and talk to him, especially us. You can't even stop a young guy. Say, yo, bro, what you doing with Shorty right now? He ready to boom you. Like, it's crazy. You tell him a little 1-2 Jew. So you just see the disconnect of how we so disconnected from us, even as men being able to talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? We don't have to throw everybody away, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So Prima Donna says, so when it came to the UTIs and mouth sores, was it ever said in court this was an STD, considering now a worker said he got burnt by Cassie?
Oh, nah. It was only equated that, the way she said it, it was just due to, one, the long hours and baby oil and Astroglide and all of these other things in her mouth too as well, and just the long hours. It's like rug burn in your mouth. That's what's going on. So these sores is from grinding sores. It's not about none of that. She's going sores because she's doing this for hours. Look at Jane. He's saying like she was trying to hurry up the thing, and sometimes she'd get to a dance faster, try to push the guy faster so that she could get to the room so she could get time with her partner. But then he'd be like, oh, hold on, slow down. So she'd probably be there giving head for like 10 hours or something. Like hours. She just here because Diddy liked to see the role play. He liked to see the foreplay. He liked that too. He liked the all up and he liked the foreplay. And in Jane's case, she said that she was the only one, so I don't even think she was getting her thing ate. I think she was just giving straight neck the whole time, getting clapped and getting neck straight. So you know what I'm saying? So you're doing this thing for such long periods. Then you got these lubricants in your mouth and all this. You know what I mean? It's all around. You got oil, baby oil, and all of this stuff. You know what I mean? And it's going on for days. You're doing this for days. You're not doing this for one day. You know, she's not sleeping. It's an off. She's no sleeping. She don't sleep. Diddy don't sleep. He does not sleep. So allegedly, when we hear Young Miami say, "Oh my God, he don't be sleeping. He be up. He be up." Yeah, I know. He do be up. Allegedly. I'm just saying, rolling CeeLo. Rolling CeeLo.
Right in the corner with some baby oil.
Yeah, I ain't. So we understand. We can get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a wild one, bro.
So let me ask you this. We gonna get to it. And because I know the backstory, I know the truth. So when they came out and tried to ghost you to make it seem like you wasn't the one that had the baby oil.
Oh, everybody don't have the consensual oils, but all my oils is consensual, bro. All my oils is consensual.
So wait.
All my oils is consensual, bro.
Wait. So the whole thing with Amon Wiggins, that was a skit that he was doing live.
It just all happened random, bro. It just all happened. You know, I've been out there with the oils.
Talk about that day.
I've been out there with the oils. I've been doing that. Everybody watch my channel. They know I got the oily love, all of these type of things. You know what I'm saying? So it was just something in the moment happened. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to Armand right there, but he was saying, you know what, I'm about to go get me a baby oils. Because me and was talking. I'm like, yo, say Diddy. It's funny. Because we all outside. It's the last day, basically. So I'm like, yo, this say Diddy. You know what I'm saying? For the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Diddy. You know how you say it. So Diddy. So it's funny when he says it. So I just wanted to get it live because it would be funny. So it just started like that. And he's like, you know what? I'm about to go get my oils or something. I'm like, go get the oils. I got the oils right here. What you talking about? I had the consensual oils. He said, nah, you ain't got the Johnsons. I said, you mean I ain't got the Johnsons? I got the finest of consensual oils. What are you talking about, bro? And I got an Astroglide Slim Slide. What are you talking about? I mean, don't do this. I got this. So that's what the whole thing was. So everybody like, oh, you got the oils. So it's not about Diddy support. It's not about a Diddy supporter. It's not about none of that. It's just a funny moment. It's just something that really just happened naturally, which was just funny, right? He just said the shit, right? And I just so happened to be right here to hear him say it. And I said, what? I got the oils. You talking? He said, nah, that ain't Johnson & Johnson. You got the real oils. I'm about to go get the oils. I said, I got the finest of oils. What are you talking about? And it was just mad funny. We was all laughing. So then everybody started egging it on, and it was just a funny thing. You know what I'm saying? So some people in this crowd is not supporters. Some people just walker-bys, passer-bys. People just come. You know, you see a crowd going on, you're like, what's that? A world star. You got your camera out. You be taking a video of something before you even know what's going on. You zoom back like, oh, shit, you got hit by a car. You done took the videos of it already because you just see people film it and you film it sometimes. So some people in the crowd is that. Not all them people is in the court. Not all them people is from the court.
They outside.
Some people just outside. They're all around. It's a whole energy out here. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about did he support or not. It was just a moment. It was just funny. It was just all here. We've been here for 40 days. Me and Armand, all of us, most of us been here for a very long time. And it's just the end of this thing. And it's not like we plant this thing. So it was just something that happened. It was just funny. And everybody just laughed. And we always laughing. When you look back at that thing, you just look at everybody's face in the crowd. Forget the two people. Forget the me oiling them up and oiling up Barney. You know what I mean? Because that's what made it more of a spectacle when I oiled up Barney.
Man,
but Barney's cool though. Barney, my homegirl, she cool, man. Even though people act the way they act, she's
where
actually
did she come from?
Person. I don't know. She always pops in when she's ready, but she's Barney though. But everybody's there, so what? Because you see, I turned around, I was hesitant to all of you know. I was like, I know Barney be wilding when she ready, and she want to pull out that 1,000 all type of stuff when she ready. She done ran to the news twice. Right. So I know how Barney give it up, but Barney never disrespect me. She's mad cool with me. You know what I'm saying? I be like, yo, Barney, put the 1,000 away. Don't do that on the camera. Yo, chill. She running past Dawn Richard. How big is Diddy? I'm like, yo, chill. Relax, Barney. So Barney's one of those people. You know what I'm saying? But she cool. You know what I'm saying? She's cool. She's sweet one. She's been at the trial. Damn near how we've been there for mad months, weeks. She's been there. So regardless of the fact, she's a part of us here. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to think she's this or she's up or she's crazy or she's whatever you think she is, she's a part of this energy. She's been here. We're all here. So there's no limitation. That's why I had to show you my oil up game was effortless. I had to oil up for 3. For 3. Come on, oil up is factual.
So Tyler, send me and OOTA for the information and we'll both interview him.
Nah, we can't get the Johnny. We can't get the Johnny boy, man. We can't get the Johnny boy, man. The feds can't get him. We can't get him, bro. They wanted him in there. Trust that.
But they said
I saw Rick Ross and I saw Khalid. I'm telling you, I seen the list, baby. Oh, I seen everything. I've seen it with my eye. That should have been great. I'd have been in there like this.
So let's talk about these content creators that at the end of the Diddy trial, everybody wanted to beef with one another. Like, what was that about?
I don't know, bro. I be trying to stay out of it, bro.
Because when I was out there, for that whole week, everything was
like everybody has it, man. You know, I don't know. Seems like everybody had it already, bro. So, you know, and, you know what I mean? Maybe they're looking for the new thing that they want to do, or maybe to keep the energy going for the channels. You know what I mean? It's YouTube, son. So I don't really judge a lot of that stuff. A lot of the things are superficial. A lot of things that people going through as content creators. Maybe sometime people apologize for these things later. Because it's really not that serious, really. You know what I mean? I understand content.
Up like that.
I understand content, so I understand what people be doing. You know what I mean? For me, anytime I'm speaking about something, I'm speaking because people got to wrong me.
Right.
I don't wrong nobody. I just show everybody love.
Right.
You wrong me and you wrong the wrong one. So don't do that.
Definitely with me, you did
take
that.
Any opportunity you want to take. Don't care. I'm not changing your mind. It's up and it's stuck forever. Don't care. That's the type of vibes I'm on.
That's
I'm that way, love all the way, or I'm the other way, all the way. So pick your poison with me. Ain't no middle ground. Ain't no equilibrium for me. This way, that way. Pick a side. Fork in the road. I am the fork. So, you know what I mean? But for me, it's not like that. You know what I mean? For me, it's all good, bro. You know what I'm saying? And if I said something to some people or whatever, then that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't got to be going on no back and forth. The truth don't need no back and forth. It don't need none of that. You know what I'm saying? They don't need that. If you're going to say some truth, that's it. Say your truth and just be done with it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't here to just take down everybody and attack everybody every day.
Right. Hey, Tyler, send me his information. I surely will write him a letter. I write him a letter. Send me his information. So as far as the content creators for the time that we did come together, and was having fun out there, and I mean, we really was having fun outside.
It was good, bro. The whole vibe was amazing. Last days it turned to some crazy. The last days, I'm like, I was on none of that. So you can't tell me I was on none of that. I was chilling, but there was a lot of funny things going on too. And I just be chilling, bro. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I didn't want to mess nothing up too, because I'm just a bugged out person too. And a lot of these people just chilling around in my city too. You know what I mean? And they being weird and they being funny, and I could be funny too, even funnier. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you know what? That's the devil. It's all the devil, son. You know what I'm saying, son? It's all it is, bro. And I just sidestepped the devil, man. I just sidestepped the devil, bro. Like, you know what? God, you got it. Give it up to God and Jesus. And leave
Listen,
it.
before we get out of here, do y'all want to see Uda cry a little bit? Because I got Uda mama on speed dial, and Uda been wanting this footage, and I'm going to give it to him. And because it's his mama. So check this out. Remember this day, Uda?
Dukes.
I got to do it like this.
Doogie.
Remember this day?
Doozies. Oh, yeah, they're not my people.
Remember this day?
Right now.
I think Miss Janice,
His zones. Oh, you. That's when you caught the perfect shot. That's when you caught that shot. That's exactly when you caught that shot.
How was your graduation?
That's when she first came back from the graduation. That's the only break that Mama Combs took out the whole trial, bro. She was there every day. That's the only break that she took. That's when she just came back from that. It was just like 1-2 days of the girl's graduation, bro. That's it. That's it. Straight. That woman was there every single day. Anybody's hating on this lady is crazy. The woman's a badass. The woman's 80-something years old, got up every day for her son every day. That is love. All I could do is salute a woman like that, bro. You feel me?
Right.
Just nothing but salute to her. You know what I'm saying? So she stomped it out for her son. Gangster. It's kid. Some people got a parent right now. You live with your parent. You at work right now trying to call her to ask her if you left your charger in the room. Can she go look? Because she's in the next room. And your mom's not getting up on her couch for you to go find your charger. This woman got up every day. I was getting up like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock just to get to court for the times I was going for 6 o'clock and stuff like that. Son, she's a woman. You know, you got to get yourself together. You know, you're taking a couple of hours to get yourself together. She's an older lady, too. She's not rushing this, right? So imagine the time she's getting up every single one of those days.
Wow.
That was crazy, bro. Trust me. I just looked at the woman like that, bro. And anything
the lady that you was hitting on
in the break room. And that's what she told me. Because I was chilling, eating a sandwich in the break room. Like a whole days of court, I never went in the break room. I swear to God, I was always outside, upstairs in the court, outside in the break room. I'm going outside to go get me a slice of pizza, some I got time. But they used to always tell me, you know, the family, everybody be upstairs. Why you don't come upstairs? They always in the lobby. They was eating, cleaning. One day it was pouring rain, bro. I was trapped. I'm like, damn, I could go outside. I want to do a video so bad. It was pouring rain. You hear me? I'm like, you know what? Let me see what they got in the damn lunchroom. Let me see if I can get me something to eat up here. You know what I mean? It's raining. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. I think that the day I wet my mics up. Same day. So I'm like, all right, cool. I went up there, I bought him my sandwich. And then then Mama Combs and King Combs walked by me. And then I felt somebody just like hit me on the shoulder. So I turned back like, oh, right? And it's Mama Combs. So I'm like, so I got up. She's like, you know, you play too much, right? It's funny. So I get up, right? And she gives me a hug and I give her a hug, right? And I just tell her, you know, I just try to make you smile, you know? Shit, man, that's what I try to do, you know? And she's like, I know. Facts.
So Gemini Don said, Uda, how did the mainstream media outlets treat you guys? Did they respect content creators or were they stuck up?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe with some people they probably was, but I don't think they were. I think it was a merger happening between content creators, big publications, mainstream media, and everybody. At the end of the day, we as content creators were the life of everything. We were it. The news people were there, but the content creators and all the people that was in crowds and people like that were the people that made that scene. You know what I'm saying? The content creators. I'm not even gonna hold you there. We most definitely were the ones. As far as me, you know what I'm saying? You know, the crazy thing about everything, you know what I mean? Like, God just ordained this whole thing for me. Like I told you, he was telling me about how this whole thing was going to happen for me. I don't know. Things happen differently, but he positioned me where he wanted me. He put me right by the door. He told me everything that he wanted me to do. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, as much as social as I am, because I'm a very social person, I'm also an anti-social person too. If you know me, if you see me, you know what I'm saying? I'm really to myself in the corner. I be in the side. I be doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? Over here in my little cut, I be doing my thing. But then so many people just gravitated towards me. Big media, news people. I got so many things. I'm in Wall Street Journals. I'm in I'm on CNN. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about people doing interviews with me. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm just in the shit just to be there. Like, yo, what's your name? Tell me all your stuff. Like, what's going on? Give me your number. Give me all of this type stuff. You know what I mean? I'm on Australia 9, Australia ABC, like Newsweek, Bloomberg. Like, I can keep going down the list. Daily Mail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Motion too. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I think God was great, most definitely sparing. And they were so well to me. And I made, because what I made was connections and friendships with people. I didn't go there to make that. You know what I mean? I just made friendships. So the news people, the top anchors of all the stations, they all cool with me.
They
Right?
cool as
Every
hell.
station, they mad cool with me. CNN, everything. My girl Bryn, it's my homegirl. She's cool. And I mean, I made connections so closely that I was able to pull a girl like Neek into a situation. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? That's how great God is. That I was able to pull her in when Bryn was doing a thing of peace with me and a couple of other content creators 3 weeks prior, and came this day to finish it. She said, "OOTA, I told you I'm going to do the piece. I'm going to finish it today. So we're doing it. We're about to mic you up soon. I'm going to get the camera guy. Wait." Boom. She does my part. She's going to get Aloha. She's going to get the other couple of people that was in it from the beginning with us today. Neek wasn't here this time. She probably was in LA. She just woke up. You know what I mean? And I spoke to Bryn. I'm like, yo, you should get Neek in there. You know what I mean? Neek is a big content creator. She's good. She's coming all the way from LA. This is kind of things you could talk about. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't understand how people are doing this. They just to come to us like, yo, how you get money? How y'all eating? Like, they don't know. They never seen them. These people getting paid. Everything's getting paid. They food. Everything is coming here. We're here every day. They're like, what the hell is going on? You don't understand how shocked these people are. These people just want to ask you a question based upon this. People just want to interview based upon this. Like, what? How are y'all here, bro? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
What made you come out to film the Diddy trial?
Oh, because I've been doing content. I've been did content, but I had stopped. I have other YouTube channels. I got monetized channels. But sometimes it could just be a toxic space. You know what I mean? And sometimes that toxicity just brought some of that out of me. And I changed a lot of things that at least I've tried to change from the streets, but then I found myself being here and then being into things like that, want to hunt people down off this thing and all of that type of stuff like that. So for me, I gave it a break for a while. When I came back from like England, yeah, I created another channel, but by the time I created this channel, I already missed a lot of that stuff. I'm like, damn, I done missed the raids. I done missed the Kendrick Lamar's, the Drake. I done missed bad stuff. That's what I'm telling you. God is on time. I missed all of that stuff. I'm like, yo, that's crazy. And then one day God came to me and told me about this channel. He said, create this, OOTA on Go, name it that, boom. You're going to be on Go. You're going to do it like this. You're going to do it like that. Straight. I'm like, all right, cool. I was telling my brother about it. Like, yeah, I'm going to create this channel a minute. Boom. I created it, started to grow, did what it did. But then I was like, this time I'm going to be on time now for the Diddy trial this time. So I created my channel. My channel was in the whole West Coast, even though I'm from New York.
Right.
Like 4,000 maybe people on my channel from the West Coast, LA and all over there, which is crazy. Like God's just doing this whole thing, how it's happening. I can't tell you how it's all happening. It's crazy. It's all happening. My channel monetized in 3 weeks. All of this is going on. I end up getting to like close to 5,000 subscribers. But by then I started doing these because I was doing content like reactions to I was doing paperwork reads, Big Meech, this, that with the Cuffy Gatlin. I was doing all types of stuff like that Big Urico case. So I didn't really have time to read this because I like to read it to the people. Not like how I did my channel with the Diddy trial. I don't do stuff like that. I really go into the case, the paperwork, and I break the shit down to you. That's
Right.
how I do it. You know what I'm saying? This is how we was doing it. Even Sean, how
Right.
we were doing it with the Cuffy and the Big Meech case. That's just how we was breaking it down. You know what I'm saying? So then I started to do reactions. I did a couple of reactions to a couple of people that was doing the reactions to the Diddy stuff, so that I could get into these Diddy feeds, preparing me to get there before I get there, because I didn't have time to read the paperwork. And then the trial came, and then that's how I got there. So I was preparing for it the whole time, but I didn't know what I was gonna get. I didn't know that I was gonna get all of those things, and you know what I mean, damn, they get a job at ABC or fucking NBC or some shit. They gonna put me on a special. They got me on a case. Like, what the hell? But I don't want to work for no station, though. But You know what I mean? Because they like in like NDA type stuff, and you can't be free if you're in like working for the news. Because some people that work for news, but the behind the scenes, they're not used to come like, yo, man, OOTA, I love what you're doing, man. I wish I could have a channel like you, but the station won't allow us to do nothing like based on what the station covers. So remember, the news cover everything. So what you gonna do? Some content on, but they want to create content. You know what I'm saying? So that'd be their toggle when you're with the big stations.
So I guess my next question is, what other cases you got coming up that you want to cover? And shout out to Gossip News and Judah. What's going on?
Shout out to them too. I want to cover everything that's the big cases, man. But it's also a couple of cases that I got my sight on. You know what I mean? Hopefully y'all watching. Y'all gonna see what's going on. It's coming up though. I also want to some things that's in my city too, though. Some things that's out here in New York City as well. But besides that, I most definitely like Luigi. I'm gonna go to that. But I'm trying to see if I can do like Texas, like Carmelo. I like to go to Texas for like that case. Maybe some of these other cases like that. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm doing Carmelo, and I'm doing the Mo 3.
Like Mo 3, I would love that type of stuff. Like God willing, I would love to do that type of vibe. I would love to do that type of energy. Yeah, I would love it. You know what I'm saying? But God willing, we do it. You know what I mean? Maybe the people support it, help us support it a little bit, and make it happen. Because I'm gonna pop out. Because I'm always gonna put my spin on the trial, no matter what trial it is. Nigga, we gonna put our Astro slides on it. So we gonna put the glide on it, homie. We gotta put the glide on it.
Fiber, so what you think the verdict gonna be in October the 3rd?
As far as that's my mom's birthday. Happy birthday in advance to my mom's.
And my mom's birthday the day before, October
2nd. So things crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. But I just do know. So for people that's just thinking, yo, he gonna get the slap on the wrist. I don't know if it's gonna be that. So I wouldn't just be saying that. Because if he was gonna get the slap on the wrist, why is the judge acting so strong with him and not giving him
OOTA, you could be free working for the news. You could be the first. Let me negotiate the deal.
You know what I mean? Facts. I'm with it. I'm with it.
Hey, Tyler, that's a 2-for-1 deal, man. And negotiate me too, bro.
I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is with the case is like,
oh, he said, I'm so serious.
You gotta be. I'm dead serious too. The judge. If the judge is gonna give him a lighter sentence, you done beat the RICO and the whatever the harshest charges, right? Remember, those two things ain't light. It's just the lightest out of those. You done beat these things, you would think the judge would give you some kind of bail. He don't give you no bail, no nothing. If he was going to give you a lighter sentence or something like that, why not just give you bail? They trying to hold on so tight to you still that I just can't see them just saying, all right, cool, we just going to give you like a 2 or some dumb thing like that. You know what I'm saying? So who knows where he falls? Some people saying 2 to 4 may be a thing. So maybe you could round it up. Maybe you could say a 5. If you want to get live, if they don't go crazy and swing for the fence with the 10-ish, maybe a 5. He already in there for a year. Maybe got to do like 4, close to that. Boom. Maybe come back on some papers, something like that. But we know regardless of how it goes, Diddy can also push for the First Chance Act. So let's say he gets 10 years right now. 5 and 5 ran concurrent. He has 10 years. Okay? 10 years, right? Close to it at least, or consecutive. You get 5, consecutive. Make sure you do 10. If they do the consecutive, they make sure you do it. Concurrent, they all collapse together. You may end up doing less time because they come together. See what I'm saying? Your whole thing is this much. You'll do about 85% of your time. See what I'm saying? So if you got 20 years, you'd probably do 16 years or so. 16 and a half or something like that. Close to 17 years. See what I'm saying?
So
if you got 20, you probably do 16.
So for Rob case,
Act, as you never had a crime and things like that before in your past, you could probably apply for First Chance Acts. Maybe that cut off some of this number, gives you a little bit more leeway there. You know what I mean? So he don't have no record. So some of these things they could push for and try to help him. You know what I'm saying?
So question. So R. Kelly can apply for the First Chance Act too, right?
He probably did by now if he didn't have
He didn't have anything.
Did he have any things before though? What crimes did he have though?
No.
Did he have any crimes?
Nothing. What they did was they charged him in New York, and then they charged him in Chicago, and they stockpiled him in New York, and then said that said in Chicago he's a prior felon because he was charged in New York.
Oh, that's how they did him like that? Oh, that's crazy they did that though. Because I don't know if R. Kelly having no prior record. I
Nothing.
don't know of him having one. I
Nothing.
never heard it, and I don't know. And I was reading that case too, but I don't remember him.
Nothing.
I
Clean.
don't remember him having one. So maybe that's pretty similar in that Diddy case. In that case, if that's true, because I don't remember him having one for real. You know,
Clean.
even though they try to jam him up with some stuff. But remember, you be beating your little stuff they be trying to jam you on. So that don't mean you got no real. You know what I'm saying? You got allegations. Then you know the case go on, dismiss. You know, it be going on like that. So maybe they have cases that pop up, but that don't mean he had. I don't know if he ever had a record though, R. Kelly. I don't think he did though, bro.
He never had a record.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
But he never had a record at all.
It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, that whole situation was wild though. Kels is a wild situation, man. You know what I mean? With them girls, with Aslo, Clary, and them next girls, like it was a lot. It was a lot. They family stepping up, and then documentary. It was just a lot of stuff with that thing.
Look at what Tyler just said.
There's a lot with that case.
And you guys actually make a good team. If you want to go alone, go by yourself. If you want to go far, go with others. Then he hit around and said, Dana introspective yet spontaneous. OOTA outgoing and personable. It's called a joint venture. Keep your channels and work with others in a joint venture. Okay.
That's good, bro. That's what we all about, man. That's what we all about, bro. That's why I'm right here, building with the bro. Look, we chilling. I was doing some shit. I was in a rainstorm, all types of shit, but I still made it. We still here. We still going, you know what I mean, build with our people. We all our people, and we going to help each other to live, point blank. If people ain't helping people to win and lift, then I'm not with it. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care what you have. I don't care how big you think you are. I don't care how rich you think you are. I don't care what you are. You're a broken spirit, and I don't want it around me. You know what I'm saying? I want people that's going to be helpful, actually full of help all around me. You know what I'm saying? I want us as men helping our women. I want the women helping us as men, and us both helping the children, point blank, period. We're going to break down all this other stuff that they're trying to do. They want to separate it. I'm going to break it down. You know what I'm saying? All that manosphere, womansphere, and all that. Nah, not with none of it. Not with none of that bullshit. It's all farce. Okay? We need to work and build with each other. Period. The closer we get together as men and women, our kids are going to be coming back closer together, and maybe off of a drill. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, and this is what it's all about. So that's why, I mean, they had the many people that came, like the Kevin Samuels and all them. Yeah, shout out to him, RIP to him. But I'm not a Kevin and like I was pushing for him. No, I wasn't. I was against him. You know what I'm saying, son? Because it's cool in some ways, but he sprung a bunch of incel type people that think they like this now. And they think that they the ones that can tell women and whatever the hell going on, and you ain't even qualified, homie. And what's high value? Money? Money don't make you of high value. We just watch the case with people with money, what they do, the sicko things that people with money do. Okay? So money don't make you high value. So Kevin Samuel was wrong in life and death. He was wrong. Okay? Qualities make you high value. Believing in God, believing in Jesus gives you high values. Taking care of people, being dependable, being reliable, being responsible, loving, giving to others. Regular stuff, thinking of things besides yourself makes you high valued. So all this other stuff, because people can have anything and fall in love. Don't listen to the hype. Inside qualities is what make you high value, not dollar amounts. If you got it, good. You should have something to support what you want to do. But inside qualities is what's going to be the highest of values, because everything else can fail. You can go broke, homie. Now where's your value at? You ain't got it.
That
you ain't got nothing, nigga. That's why a real person with real quality of life, they could go from broke to rich to broke to rich to broke.
Then back to broke.
And be happy and broke and still live happy either way, bro.
And still be broke again.
And can do it. And can get back. Because you got something inside you.
Right.
Something higher. Quality. That's what's quality. That's what's value. And nobody with $1 billion could come in front of me and tell me that they high value and they don't believe in God and Jesus, bro. They could offer me $1 million in a goddamn briefcase, shit looking like a decent proposal. Listen to me. I don't want it, you know. I don't want it.
On God.
I want it, you know. I'm telling you, look at my eyes.
Yeah. And my dignity come before any bag.
Okay, so what's value? What is value? Okay? It's not no value.
So Tyler said, shoot a podcast together, shoot 2 shows a day for 14 days for 28 episodes, then drop 1 episode a week for 7 months. Get the bag.
There you go. I do that with my bro right here. If you want to do that, You gave you my idea right there. If you want to do something, I'll do something with my bro, man. It's my bro, bro.
Of course.
Whatever the bro want to do, man. I'll support my brother fully.
And the thing about it is,
I
we
mean,
knew each other before this Diddy
I'm
trial.
saying, so it's just period, son. That's, I mean, it's just number love. It's just period. You know what I'm saying? Like, if my people, y'all make sure y'all supporting Dana J. And that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all definitely, Dream Team, go support OOTA on the go.
You know what I mean? We're going to come up with a segment, though. I like how this going, how me and him build anyways. And it's a natural thing to me and him anyway. So it's good for us to try it out for the first time we come right now. And he came up with the thought. God is great. And yeah, you know what I mean? I see a lot of elements, especially if we're going into some different kind of topics.
Yeah.
We can ping pong on this shit too. You know what I'm saying? I like how you kind of control it, stay focused on it, because, you know, sometimes when I'm not in my own thing, like I be like this, but at times I be like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, especially since I've been out of the content I was doing. I've been in this Diddy trial. It's just been like, I don't be just sticking to like the one thing sometimes. So sometimes my mind could be, so we need the balance. You know what I'm saying? So he could come and balance some of that, keep us on point with the questions, on point with this, with the people, timing us up with chats, making sure we all right. And yeah, man. And I'm going to come in here and, hey, you already know I'm going to come and oily up. No, I'm going to oily up.
Yeah, man. I just hit the Harlem dance real quick.
Now I'm going to oily up with the special oils.
There you go.
My consensual. Look, I done got a deal. This consensual.
There you go.
Consensual oils.
Listen, man. Let's get out of here. Where can they find you at, OOTA?
You already know the vibe, man. Y'all find me on OOTA on Go on YouTube, OOTA ONGO on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. When I'm not, YouTube is my main platform. Everybody wanted me to get on the other ones. TikTok's monetized the other day, so thankful to that. Thankful to everybody. Yeah. So if you want to follow me, I'm on YouTube, and when I'm not live on YouTube, I'm live on Instagram or TikTok. So everybody run me up on Instagram too, to make sure we up. Facts.
All right, man. Thank you for joining us. We welcome you over here. You over here anytime you want. You already know you family. Let's get this going.
You know,
I'll have Charlucci on here at the end of the week. So
that's a fact. It's already confirmed. Everything's good. It's confirmed up, locked in.
Not yet.
I'll call him too. I'll hit him for you on the back end.
Got you.
Locking him for you. What day you trying to do though? What day you thinking about?
Thursday. No, for him Friday.
Friday for him. All right, cool. I'll try to hit him too. When I get off this, I'll message him for you too as well.
Definitely. And plus, I gotta get my shirt, man.
Yeah. That's a fact too. But yeah, you know what we need to do though? I need to maybe tomorrow I can call you and maybe I could three-way y'all and maybe I can get a conversation going on and maybe you could speak about this live.
Yeah, definitely. Let's make it happen.
So that you can put that together and maybe finalize that so that your audience can know if you're gonna get it by Friday and you can know what day it'll be.
Right. Let's make it happen. And plus, I got to get with him about making me some pants too, because I want to do something different.
Yeah, he got some joints. He got a few joints too. He got a few items that he got cooking up. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, so I'm gonna time you up. I'm gonna see if I can time you up with him tomorrow, so that y'all could probably and see what y'all can do with that.
All right, bet. Love you, bro. Thank you for coming past, man.
You know the vibe, man. OOTA. We on go, man. Everybody, oil up, oil up. You know that. Oil up. You know I play for the Houston Oilers. Houston Oilers.
All right, bro. Listen, man. Great conversation, great live. Listen, don't forget, Dana J season's in full effect. This how we dropping it.
Dana J hood season, man. I'm talking about that white dirt for all your vegetables and potatoes and anything from the garden, salads and everything. They got that Cajun. Oh my goodness, they got that ooh child. Don't forget that seafood. And last but not least, he got this thing called tropical. Go to Dana J Spices at yahoo.com.
Remember, y'all, I thank y'all for joining me. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to rock out with me today and my guest, OOTA on the Go. Go like, share, subscribe, OOTA on the Go. We both going to have something cooking up. We both about to jump in the kitchen and make it blend for you But like I say, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Be someone important. Be yourself. Until next time, Dana J about to get up off of here. But until I get up off of here, I want y'all to know one thing, that God is good all the time. Peace out. Until next time. Doom, doo doo dum, doo doo dum, doo doo doo, doo doo dum.
shooter. You shot me in the heart. And I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, shooter, I don't think I'm gonna make it. See, I'm just as good as dead. I'm good as dead. Whoa, bullseye. Girl, you shot me down to my knees, yeah. Since you took your love from me, and I'm holding on to the hopes that you will return. Although I feel I've lost you forever, I will believe that you still love me. Girl, say you do, say you do, say you do, say you still love me. Shooter, shooter, yeah. You shot me in the heart, oh yeah. And I've been dying since we've been apart. Oh, 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 shooter, shooter. I don't think I'm gonna make it. No, and I'm just as good as dead. Ooh, ooh, ooh. See, I neglected the fact that your love was precious, and I should have took more better care of it. And now every minute you're gone, girl, I sit here just dying alone. And I wish that I could have dodged that bullet of you leaving me. Shooter, shooter, you shot me in the heart. And I've been dying since we've been apart, yeah. Oh, shooter, no, no. Oh, I don't think that I'm gonna make it. No, no, no. And I'm just as good as dead, yeah. Oh, shooter, girl, you shot me in the heart. And I've been dying since we've been apart, yeah. Shooter, 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 shooter. See, I just don't think that I'm gonna make it without you, baby. Shooter.